Hello, everyone out there in internet land. I am your host, Lieutenant Hummus, and I am welcoming you to the Diamond Deciding Match plus some Challenger Tournament weekly Spy Party Competitive League Season 4 cast. How are you all doing? I am joined with my casters, Taboshi and Catnip. How are you two doing right now?
I'm doing very well.
I'm a little bit sleepy, but I will be fine.
A little bit sleepy, but we'll be fine. That's what we're all doing right now. As my mouthful implied, we've got three spectacular matches for you today. We're starting out with two diamond matches that are basically going to decide the top two of diamond, and therefore the playoff game for the championship grand poobah of Spy Party Competitive League. So we're going to start off with KrazyCaley versus WarningTrack. We're going to jump after that into Canadian Bacon versus Bloom, and then finally we're going to peek into the Challenger single elimination bracket, and we're going to take a look at Screw Loose versus Magic Doer.
And just to give a little bit of background about what is going on in this crazy league, the thing about Diamond Division is that we had every single game played except two on time in the regular weeks of play. So we're only missing two matches, and we still don't know what the top two are.
Yeah.
We know KrazyCaley is in the top two, and the other entrant is probably Canadian Bacon. But if WarningTrack is able to take down KrazyCaley,
which is no tall
and
by the way, because I believe he's undefeated. Like, he's tied, but I don't believe
the last time KrazyCaley lost a game, lost a match in SCL was at the end of season 2.
Wow. All right. So yes, no.
Yeah, so it's not that Kaylee's only undefeated. He's been undefeated for seasons.
Yes.
So yeah, if WarningTrack is able to defeat KrazyCaley, and then Canadian Bacon loses to Bloom, then WarningTrack takes Bacon's spot in the final.
Yeah.
That's the situation.
I'm just processing it. Yes, that is correct.
Yes, because basically, so Kaylee has 15 points counting before these two matches that we're going to cast tonight. The situation in Diamond is that Kaylee has 15 points, Bacon is second with 12 points, and then Track and KTM are with 10 points, Bloom being with 8. So basically, Track wins. We have 12 points, and if Bacon loses, we still have 12 points for Bacon, and due to tiebreaker procedures, WarningTrack would be the one grabbing that second spot, and then later fighting for the ultimate title of the season.
It's a crazy situation.
So let's get right into it. There's our little beautiful logo. Thank you for all of that. All right, so let's take a look at the draft. Starting things out, WarningTrack goes ahead and bans, I don't think this is a surprise, Library. KrazyCaley follows up that ban with Veranda any 5 of 8. So two of the biggest maps instantly taken out of the tournament, or the match right now. Let's get straight into the picks. WarningTrack, I don't know if he's actually done this, but WarningTrack for his double pick picks Balcony any 2 of 3. KrazyCaley responds with, "Oh, what is this draft?" I actually didn't look at the draft before before we started, and oh my gosh, I love this draft. KrazyCaley picks up Terrace any 3 of 5. WarningTrack responds with a High Rise any 3 of 5, and then KrazyCaley finishes things out with Courtyard any 4 of 7.
Okay, so I think Balcony and High Rise, some of Kaylee's most banned maps.
And these are his dislike maps, for sure.
And one of Kaylee's favorite maps, Veranda, getting banned by himself.
I don't actually know what to make of this draft. This draft is I am so happy. I can't actually wait to get into this.
This is going to be fun.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's hop into this right now. So we're starting out KrazyCaley as Spy on balcony. Let me load this up real quick. I don't want my hand to die. All right. And I click that. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. I mean, yeah, Catnip, you also sound like a little telephony, so I don't know if you might want to switch mics real quick. Anyway.
I don't really have that option. But
okay. All right, so anyway, I'd say we're ready to go. KrazyCaley versus WarningTrack starting out on Diamond. Take us away.
Balcony is where we're going to start off the festivities. This is going to be a mess in the best way. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. KrazyCaley starting things off on the Spy side. That's a possible bug situation if one track takes a weird rotation at some point. Caley just picks up the early contact and is setting up for a flirt after the fact.
Yeah, it's a bit too bad that the double agent took our spot next to the seduction target. We could have potentially redirected to go to the other side, because during the chaos you could get away with that, but yeah, now we have to leave before flirting to get a decent progress done.
I probably would have gone for a flirt anyways, because you're not that far off, and just one... Ooh, this is a weird briefcase. I think it was probably okay, because when we were heading to the briefcase, the ambassador was at a bit of a distance, but it just looked strange.
Yeah, it's one of those where I think more experienced players can credit them enough as well. However, they
only
also
tried to do a bug. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes things just happen and bullets occur. All right, so Track's starting things off strong. Let's see what he can do on the Spy side of things. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Starting as Alice on this map, RSD could potentially get next to us, but there are quite a few other options as well. He takes none of those and goes to a window instead.
Stepping out of conversation before we talk is a nice little maneuver, especially when your seduction target's not cooperating, because that way you don't get pegged for an early flirt. This is a great position he's wound up in, though.
Yeah. So we do need to get that flirt, but we're probably gonna wait until our turn.
Banana bread.
To talk, or at least someone finishes. Instead, we get a green green banana bread.
Starting things off on the green contact is really nice, and a green flirt coming hot on its heels. So even though we only have 1 minute and 10 left, WarningTrack is looking in a reasonably good position, especially if he can hit another green test. It is so hard to shoot for a 3 green game.
Yeah, that's always the hope for some magic to happen. We are going to be cutting it a bit close. We didn't start the flirt right away, so if our seduction target leaves the conversation, we are in a quite tough position.
Or we leave the conversation. That's another good option.
Oh, we get highlight. We're not even sure what. Possibly being the only character that has not moved from their condo.
Well, it's not a 3 green. Oh, and Caley just takes a shot. He must have seen something he didn't like, because by the end of it there, he was willing to take a shot on a 3 green game, and it worked out for him. It's 1-1. What a shot!
Yeah, perhaps Caley credited with an extra talk or something. I'm not even sure why the highlight happened there. We weren't really talking. We were quite idle at the time, so it is a little bit peculiar.
If it was credited with an extra talk, we wouldn't have shot for the last one, though, because it wouldn't have been a cooldown yet. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was just the weird positioning and conversation there.
Perhaps.
Yeah, it also could just be none of the other party goers kind of looked like they were doing all that much. Yeah,
Could
I don't know.
be.
We'll see. It's really hard to kind of, reverse engineer
Balcony's
replay.
hard.
Now, especially balcony. That being said,
Balcony's hard and Kaylee's strong. I'll put it like that.
Either way, it's 1-1. Let's get into the next one with Kaylee on the spy once more. Warning track on the sniper in 3, 2, 1, play it.
Starting as an orange dress, not getting a good spot to start flirt, which is usually extremely useful thing in balcony. Said we just go to windows and chill for a bit until the spot opens now.
Yep, the twin decides to be friendly for us and gets us a spot open next to our seduction target, and we're not able to get the flirt off before she leaves. God damn it.
So 1 minute 30 left, and the seduction target going for a briefcase. Do we want to bug instead? That's the question that should be in Kaylee's mind.
We might not even have to, because we haven't talked yet, so there's a very good chance we're not going to get shot this game. And it's hard to not take any shot at all on balcony, so this is probably the map where not finishing missions is the most legitimate strategy.
Fair enough, you do gotta at least bake banana bread lead in the game then.
That said, nobody's been in conversation enough for it to happen, really. And we tried to get a flirt, it doesn't wind up happening.
Kaylee's not getting action in this game.
No, Kaylee is not even attempting to get things done, but he's gonna need to pick up a flirt after this.
It seems the best option, like you mentioned, is just the banana bread. Oh, we do get a green one, so that's great.
Doesn't wait long enough for people to get into conversation, so knocks off a big highlight, and wait a second!
That was a bug. That was a very clear bug.
Why did it bug? Why would you do that?
He just wanted to finish missions. Especially perhaps because the shot did not happen soon after banana bread. At this point, the sniper would probably make their choice of whom to shoot.
I guess Kaylee just decided he wanted to bug. Let's see if he can keep this thing even coming out of balcony, or if Warning Track on the spy side is going to come out with a lead in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Okay, we start lazily at windows, starting and getting the highlight, or getting next to our seduction target. Was that potentially pairing up?
Well, so we probably didn't get our flirt paired.
Obviously. What happened there? Oh,
Balcony happened, is what happened.
It might have been the case where Kaylee thought that Pearls might have bugged with the... Oh, but she had a drink in that hand, so she could not have.
I don't know. This is hard. This is hard, but Warning Track does wind up coming out of balcony with a lead 3-1 off the start, and that is definitely a position Warning Track wants to be in here. Because...
Yeah, I'll just put it like that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the magic of balcony.
Welcome to the magic of balcony. And we're now stepping into a map that is interesting in its own right, though probably not balanced as well as it could be. We're going to Terrace, the universally accepted prettiest map in the game. But in this case, we're not going to be looking at the map itself and how pretty it is. We're going to be looking at the people on Terrace. Yeah, but Kaylee and Track, are going to be looking more at the people on the terrace rather than the map itself.
Oh, hey, this is a telescope over here. I didn't actually notice that. All right, let's do it.
3, 2, 1, playing it.
And Kaylee in chat just confirms that the previous shot was simply for wide BB, because why not?
Oh, good. Why not?
Welcome to Diamond. We start with an early bug and
an early shot. Yeah. What is happening in this set?
It's like we start commencing and then it's done.
Well, either way, Warning Track is already up to 4 points, so Caley's got some comebacking to do. Let's see if he can make a start here. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Okay, it seems not planning to be aggressive right from the get-go as Caley was in the previous game, and we just casually start with a flirt of 34%.
See, this man is actually playing it by the books. You start with a nice, simple flirt in a conversation next to your seduction target. Green or not, it doesn't really matter. After that, maybe you do a timer flirt, maybe you contact, maybe you do some drink shenaniganry. But it looks like timer flirt's going to be the play here until the seduction target steps away like a jerk.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, boring and safe so far, but we're not shot yet. That's a good thing.
Just a quick follow over for a second flirt. Oh, it's 62%. Not able to hit the green on that at a bit of a distance. So we are going to need a green test if we want to 3-flirt it. But we only have a minute and 23 left on the clock to get another 2 missions as well as a green flirt. So Warning Track is a bit behind the curve here.
Yeah, it does seem that he was looking at the bar, also potentially tracking who has been at the bar before. So we might try framing someone else.
Well, the delegate's a great way to do it. Winds up right next to the ambassador with a drink in hand, and the ambassador just decides he don't want to be there. Okay, bye.
Yeah, might have been a decent opportunity for a buck, if not for that drink in hand. But also quite dangerous still.
We will never know. I'm surprised we haven't got a delegate yet. I guess just...
Yeah, I was about to say I'm surprised we haven't gone for another flirt before.
Banana bread.
Oh, God!
Oh.
Red test flirt means a bullet to the head for Warning Track in this situation.
It was rather red test banana bread, but yeah.
And Caley manages to stay in this, still down by 2, but not falling any farther behind as we step into the third game. Like the 2.5 game of Terrace. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Alright. Oh.
That was a bug attempt. It didn't take, but it wasn't as suspicious as it could have been. It was a weird one. That's another bug! That one took! And we didn't even get highlight.
Yeah, I was looking at the spike during that one and I missed it.
It was a pretty nice bug coming through. It's a green test on the first flirt as well, up to 51%, and Caley's in this now. Finally, the early bug working out.
Yeah, and seduction target leaves immediately, which means we'll get another flirt quicker.
Indeed. There's the contact coming off.
4 low-eyes from that. Not too great, but manageable.
Highlight for the real contact as well, and now stepping in for the second flirt. Not going to be able to finish it up in 2. It gets up to 74% as well.
Yeah, so we can allow a little bit distance going for the last one later. We still need... Oh no, we don't need a third mission, because that will be the third mission.
Oh, come on, seduction target. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. That's how we lose this game, Miss Caley.
Well, we still have another minute, but we might be careful not to be paired up for chasing.
Yeah, we've got some time, but we'll see how this turns out moving forward. We'll see what the seduction target does, what opens up in the conversation, but we're just going to step on over and take it.
Hopefully he doesn't leave that quickly this time.
If it happens twice in a row, it does not happen twice in a row. There's the flirt done.
Yep,
and I don't think Track can take a shot for this.
Yeah, his laser isn't even moving from generic central position, and that's how Caley gets his third point. He's back in the game.
Caley is back in there with the win on the spy side, and if he can find it on the sniper, as we generally expect he will, we'll have things all tied up coming out of the doubled maps. And so Track will have gotten 3 wins on his, and Caley well on his way to doing the same thing on his doubled map. Let's see if he can make it happen on the sniper side. In 3, 2, 1, playing it. Ooh, a bit of an awkward set of pathing to start the game off from WarningTrack there, but nothing too bad, especially in the time of chaos.
Exactly, I'd say that was not too suspicious bounce for the beginning of the game, because lots of bounces happen all the time there. And then finally we get a nice ST who comes to us.
And I'm glad WarningTrack is playing things fairly normally on the spy side of things as he picks up his first flirt as Smallman here. Smallman is not as suspicious on this map as he is on many others because of how open it is and how easy the sight lines are, but a bit of a race for the briefcase there that the seduction target wins, which is just fine as WarningTrack steps into statues.
Yeah, and we get highlight. We might get highlight just for the statue visit rather than for supposedly briefcase redirect.
Yeah, I think that was probably just a rote statue highlight, but
yeah,
nothing too bad as we step into our next flirt and getting a contact on the green test. Well, never mind! Apparently it was a bit more than a rote statue highlight. As WarningTrack takes a bullet to the ankle, and we're all tied up at 4.
That shot was very interesting because there has been only 1 statue visit, so that mission is not done. I don't think you can credit with the full flirt at that point in the game yet, because this map starts with 2:30. So
Caley in chat saying he was a little bit late on the leave for aborting the briefcase, and he was just waiting for the contact as confirmation. So that's certainly a good explanation for what happened in that game. It was not, in fact, a rote statue highlight as we step into High Rise. That's what this map is called. I figured it out.
If it's not, it should be.
Well, KrazyCaley starting things off as Sam in Danger on the spy side. I'm a little bit worried to see what he'll do here. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, this map definitely feels like another Caley counter pick, because this setup is more behaviorist. Aside from personal preferences, this is more behaviorist map, and Caley is very well known to be a hard-on camper. So it's something not to his trump card.
Yeah, not a map Caley usually likes playing in competitive situations, but does pick up an early 51% flirt. And is casing out the party. Was probably waiting to see if he could get a timer flirt, but section target doesn't wind up cooperating this time around.
Yeah, we do have to complete only 3 missions, so we can allow to idle a little bit more and be boring rather than aggressive.
Picks up a fingerprint, that green bookcase, which is going to be very nice moving forward. I think there's one hot on that far statue as well, but I'm not sure.
Yes, also on this briefcase.
Oh, I don't think Track is a very good sniper to be doing that briefcase shenaniganry against. It seems like something that WarningTrack is able to catch fairly often, but it looks like he gets away with it. He is done with the fingerprint at this point and picking up the contact as well. Couple of fairly sizable lowlights there.
Yeah, not a perfect banana, but quite decently as well. We did make Toby wait, I believe, for quite a long time. Not sure if Track was on that or not.
Doesn't look like he was. Not able to hit the 2 flirt. So we are going to need one more, but we've got plenty of time to get it as we take a highlight. So this is going to have to be a nice-looking last flirt. We can stay at a distance for it. It doesn't have to be too suspicious.
Exactly. We do need only 15%, so if the Steve just come back to the same conversation, we're good. We don't necessarily have to chase him or not be near him.
Literally any flirt will do. We still have 1:10 to try to find it, so there's no God. We didn't need the flirt, Catnip. We didn't need it.
Yeah, we do get a civilian shot instead. I'm trying to look through what Papa Danger has done so far.
Ooh, really unfortunately, he was out of conversation during Banana Bread.
Oh, yeah, he was.
An unfortunate mistake. But, you know,
Banana
sometimes
Bread.
it happens. Yeah, he was over at the...
Coming away from statues, it looks like.
Yeah. He has the briefcase in hand right over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, suddenly KrazyCaley has a lead. It's 5-4. As we step into the second game of High Rise, warning track on the spy. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Started innocently at a painting, just finishing our drink.
Starting things off with that quick first flirt, green test for 51%. And warning track as well is playing this game by the books.
It's finally relieving to see someone being somewhat boring in their gameplay after all those aggressive games.
What
Get a
the
load.
heck was that for, Kaylee? That could be really bad. Fake contact comes off. So
Yes,
if
especially from Kaylee, he does not really lowlight people for so ambiguous things. What happened there?
All right, well, we've got some lowlights. Apparent in the chat, KrazyCaley's saying it was for not taking the fingerprint available on the drink.
Okay.
And presumably shoots for fingerprint? Either way, we're tied up at 5, going into Courtyard, which is KrazyCaley's one of his best maps, I think.
I do believe so, yeah.
Let's see how this plays out with KrazyCaley starting things off on the spy side, warning track on the sniper. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Starting off with a close flirt. Going to Windows just because.
This is interesting. KrazyCaley going hard on the early flirts here. Picks up 34%, immediately leaves to Windows, then comes back for the next one. Hits another white up to 68, but that's a lot of progress so early on for flirts. I like this.
Yeah, 30 seconds in, 2/3 of them done. Great.
We take those. He's
Are we
just
gonna
gonna
flirt at
finish it
Windows?
here.
It's not gonna be quick enough.
Windows. It's a green test. Luckily, seduction target takes a sip for us, and that's the flirt done with.
If we already had BB, I'd say Kaylee just rushing and going for an inspect swap there. But not in this case.
Picks up a fingerprint while he's there. This is so fast for KrazyCaley. We still have 1:45 left to play. We've got 2 soft tells done and half of a fingerprint. And we're in position to contact already.
Yeah, we're not even idling between mission progresses.
Oh no, the red test!
The red one!
The red test on the contact! This is so bad! Everything was going so well for KrazyCaley, but it doesn't look like he got caught on it. Few people available to be low light.
Yeah, the track isn't even low lighting, so he's completely not sure if it was someone.
Actually, I think I know what this is. I think Track is confident it's KrazyCaley, but isn't 100% sure, so is waiting on a
Okay.
confirmation.
That makes
And
sense.
there
Yeah, and
it
Kaylee
is.
going for a second print or just for any print overall confirms that for track. Well done.
Kaylee getting caught on the second red contact of the game for him.
Yeah, unfortunately,
now-
it was also a fake banana bread because the DA was mean and left.
Banana
before it
bread.
actually came out. So
Yeah, it was bad.
yeah,
Yeah, well, it would have been real once it started.
it was real when it started. Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
the DA left before the words were uttered. So that brings WarningTrack up, playing for a tie now. KrazyCaley's got to win this to tie. WarningTrack has to win this to win and keep his hopes alive to make it to the top 2 playoffs.
Oh man. So here's the situation. If KrazyCaley wins this game, he keeps alive his multi-season long undefeated streak. If WarningTrack wins this game, he's got a shot at the grand finals. Oh man, let's see how this turns out with WarningTrack on the spy side of Courtyard in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, so while track can be calm on one hand because he's at least tied, it's still a lot riding on this game for both players.
Yeah, Track needs this game. Like,
Yeah.
yes, he's tied, but he still doesn't have
Tie's not
enough
enough
points
for
for
him.
the finals.
Tie's not enough. He needs to win.
Starting things off with the early flirt for 51% on the green test.
I'm not sure what track's plan is. Probably timer flirt.
Yeah, that looks like where we're starting.
But almost, perhaps, knowing the situation, it almost seems that he's a little bit paralyzed. Just,
And
what am I gonna
he
do?
hits it! The green test to flirt
Nice.
is done. And now, as he steps over to set up his contact, he's got 2 minutes to play, but the double agent is not having any of it.
At least we didn't start and retested this one this time, so that's something.
Yeah, at least literally everything didn't go wrong.
Exactly. We cut animation to leave Convo, but that was on another side of the sniper places, so it does not matter.
WarningTrack a little bit behind on the clock here. Minute and 20 left to play. Hasn't done statues yet. Hasn't got the contact off yet. Now stepping into statues to finish up these inspects and takes a highlight for his trouble.
Yeah, so we still need a banana bread and then something else. At this point, most likely either swap or purloin, either of which is quite dangerous.
1 minute to play. You're very right that I think
Banana
it's
bread.
too late to get a start on Fingerprint. The banana split as Track steps out into... Oh, and he gets low lit for it!
Oh.
Track takes the swap! Caley, it was on his camera for a second, but he's so sure it's not Track that he wasn't looking for it. 2 seconds! 1 second! And Track
He's not getting
has a route into the finals!
And also, he made KrazyCaley bleed after pretty much 2 seasons of wins. However Track ends up with the season, that's an achievement in itself.
2 full seasons. Caley lost his last game of the regular season of Season 2 and the last game of the regular season of Season 4. Oh, man.
Banana bread.
And that was on Courtyard.
Yeah, which is quite a sniper favored game, map, I mean.
Yeah, and I think Track actually knew what he's doing. Like, you know, watch this from Track's perspective. He banana breads, he splits, he goes into the statues.
Yeah.
The laser rests on WarningTrack for just that split second, and I think he kind of infers the low light from that, and he knows, okay, it's time to swap. and gets away with it. So very, very well played. And yeah.
Yeah, and he was going to the statues that were on the opposite side than his conversation. So that not sure if that was fully calculated or not, but by that way he was walking right after Banana Bread, right when Kaylee was there. So very well done on both players, but especially for Track.
Yep.
And now we step in